The tutorial window shows various attack types, the colors that represent them, and how to block them. It explains the memory attack and healing mechanics. There are also various difficulty settings. With softcore enabled, the player respawns at the start of the level instead of restarting the game. When the player perfect parries a melee attack, a cleave counterattack is performed. When the player perfect parries a magic attack, an explosion counterattack is performed. The yellow ball shot out is the memory attack, which uses up yellow gauge. Yellow gauge increases when blocking enemy attacks. Enemies spawn from portals. A portal's lifespan reduces whenever it spawns enemies. The player can choose to destroy the portal. When the player perfect parries a ranged attack, the ranged attack is shot back at the enemy. This is the Goblin or Melee mini-boss. It can perform a follow-up sword attack and its attacks leech health if not blocked. This is the Bomber or Magic mini-boss. Just like regular bombers, it leaves a magic puddle after exploding. Unlike regular bombers, it can explode repeatedly as long as it has health. This is the Tormented Soul or ranged mini-boss. Its regular attack shoots out 3 arrows in a cone. It has a special attack that rains down arrows in a wide area. This is our most ambitious level. The player is being very careful not to charge straight in, or else they'll die quickly. The yellow pickup fills up the memory gauge. Here is an example of how chaotic it can get. This was a very clutch moment for the player. We forgot to mention the player can heal up. The number of heals left is indicated by the green gauge. The player used a heal while parrying attacks to skillfully survive this encounter. Upon reaching the final level, the player is greeted by an earth-shaking roar. Our final boss is, you guessed it, a dragon. The dragon has 5 different attacks. It decides which attack to do based on weighted probability and whether it's flying or grounded. The attacks it just did were the summoning and fireball attacks. That was the landing attack, which has high knockback. That was the fire breath attack, which constantly applies damage and knockback if not avoided or blocked. Upcoming is the claw attack. The dragon will attack with one claw, then attack with the other. Our goal with these bomber magic puddles is to reduce the area the player can stand on. The player managed to easily defeat the dragon, but this is also our easiest difficulty level. The player has won the game and is presented with the victory screen.